Good morning. Good morning.
And finally, new rule, nothing with crypto in the title ever turns out good.
Don't write me about Bitcoin, please. I don't give a f***, so don't ask me.
Bitcoin happens to use a lot of energy. It happens to promote anonymous transactions.
Bitcoin is not a currency.
Not bullish on Bitcoin.
You, John McAfee, believe in the power of Bitcoin. So much so that you'll put your on the table, chop it up, put it in your mouth, swallow.
If it doesn't reach at least $1 million.
99.999% of the people that own Bitcoin are f***ing morons. That's just it.
What's it feel like to be a Bitcoin?
I don't have any Bitcoin.
You don't?
No.
Okay.
Good morning. GM, everybody. Welcome to the GM show. What is my hair doing over there? Gotta fix your hair. Welcome to the GM show, everybody. The crypto news and NFT and everything news morning show. It's gonna be a mellow show today. I think it's not gonna be too crazy, so that's nice. You know, after the past couple of weeks, kind of nice to be mellow.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Check out gmtv.lol. It's the place to be to get our new NFT. One of the great things that comes with our NFT is access to our Kimono all-in-one trading view indicator. Shows you trend, momentum, volatility, volume. Has 10 different built-in indicators. It's groovy, and you get access to that bad boy by getting one of our NFTs, the GM bots. They also give you holder-only Discord channels, holder-only streams, merch store coming Friday, and you can burn your NFT. If you click on the sponsor page, you can burn your NFT to sponsor the show. That's called innovative utility right there, my friends. So check it out, GM bots. Here's a couple of them. Check them out. There's lots of different.
I think they're cool.
Variety going on here.
Cool AF, and I like my favorite one's probably Bot 33.
Oh,
I love that.
I was just gonna show. We have a couple of these. Yeah, little twists thrown in there. Cool. Well, let's load. Oh yeah, this one is facing right. Notice how it's not facing left because it's not a rug. All left.
And that's the one that you
BFPs
minted.
are rugs.
That's beautiful.
Oh well, yeah. I guess
that's
we
a
minted.
keeper.
Yeah. We've got that in the treasury now. So maybe somebody will one day get this. But for right now, it's ours for safety.
There's only a few of those too.
There's only a handful.
Very
of those.
few.
Also, we did get one that had a golden ticket. I actually didn't expect one to pop up this early. So number 28 also has a golden ticket, and that's for
and what happens
your future
when
self
you
to
get
know
a golden
about.
ticket?
That's for your future self to know about. Not your present self doesn't get to know about that. So anyway, check them out. The GM bots. It's a great way to also just support the show. You know, like a lot of shows have Patreon that they promote, and we thought about doing an OnlyFans, but I think you have one. I know you already have one, but
I already have one.
We were gonna do a together one. A co-hosted OnlyFans for the show. The GM boys is what we're gonna call it. But behind the scenes,
it's basically this show, but we're naked. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a naked members only section.
Same show. It's just we're naked. To be honest, that's it.
Yeah, actually, the clothing is actually all. This is AR. We're actually naked right now. We film it at the same time, so there's a naked version and a clothed version of this show. You guys didn't know that.
That's genius, man. What are we doing? Like,
I told you we should have done an OnlyFans. Instead, we did an NFT.
We come up with the best fucking ideas on this show.
Yeah, this show is crap. How are you going to talk to your family about Bitcoin this Thanksgiving?
I'm just not.
Exactly.
No,
This,
I know.
this here says
I'm
you
gonna
don't.
say,
That's
They're
it.
gonna be-
That's the article.
No, it's that Bitcoin's different than crypto. It's not the same. It's not the same. There's only one, and it's Bitcoin.
That's true. That's true. Everything else is a lie.
FTX
It's a
didn't have
Ponzi
Bitcoin.
scheme.
That's why they failed. Blah blah blah. You just
Everything
become a
else is a
Bitcoin
Ponzi
maxi,
scheme.
and so you just kind of just kick the embarrassment.
That's why we only use
down the field
Bybit.
a
That's
bit.
why the only exchange we use is Bybit because they hold a lot of Bitcoin. Right?
Yeah. No, I always say the same thing. That's I don't invest. I trade. I'm fine.
I know.
Gosh.
That's what you always say. I know. GM Bon Termi.
And I
GM,
never tell
GM.
anybody to actually get into crypto themselves. So that's also I'm fine.
Yeah, you
I'm
always
good.
tell people don't.
I did.
And that's what this article just literally says. You don't. That's it.
You don't.
Just don't do it.
You
It's not
don't.
worth it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bitcoin Magazine hitting you with that realness right there.
Yeah. Just don't. Oh, we got
very nice. Oh my gosh,
Bone,
that's
bone,
very nice.
Bone term.
Oh, don't forget
Bone term.
Bon Termi. I don't know how to say your name, but I like your name. And
Yep.
thank you. Don't forget to like the show, everybody. And thanks for stopping by. That's very nice of you. Did you know Bankman-Fried apologized to FTX employees and detailed the amount of leverage in an internal letter? In the letter internally shared on the company's Slack obtained by CoinDesk, he said he felt deeply sorry about what happened and what that meant for the company's employees. He did not address allegations that FTX diverted customer and corporate funds. Of course, he didn't address anything, I'm sure. I didn't mean for any of this to happen. Of course he didn't. And I would give anything to be able to go back and do things over again. You were my family. I stole all your money. I've lost that, and our old home is an empty warehouse of monitors. When I turn around, there's no one left to talk to. I froze up in the face of pressure
God.
and
Are you
leaks
this is real?
and the Binance letter of intent and said nothing. Yeah, this is real, too.
This is real,
Yeah, dude. This is real.
bro.
I know. Let's see. Says, as we frantically put everything together, it became clear that the position was larger than its display on admin and users because of old fiat deposits before FTX had bank accounts. I did not realize the full extent of the margin position, nor did I realize the magnitude of the risk posed by a hyper-correlated crash. Did not realize the full extent of the margin position. Yeah, that's what he keeps playing. He's playing that. That's his card is to play
He's
dumb.
going. Yeah, he's
about
playing
the,
dumb.
The wire transfers. He says it was all because they didn't have a bank account, so they were having customers wire money to Alameda instead, and saying that it was deposited into their FTX account. And then, oops, we just forgot about all that $8 billion in deposits. And that's the accounting error is what went wrong here, guys. Yeah. Sam did nothing wrong. He also didn't give himself, $1 billion loan or anything as well directly from the company. Oh, my God.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go into it, but yeah, I think
I'm not going to go into
I was gonna go on a rant, but I'm gonna.
You were gonna
stop
threat. You were gonna make physical threats or something.
No, I'm just like it took him this long to write this to everyone, and also, I don't know, man. I think that what a fucking asshat. I want to punch him in the face. But
yeah. Bankruptcy filing also reveals China
everything.
was FTX's largest client after island tax havens. So this is interesting news as well, if my mouse will participate. Cayman Islands accounts for the highest share of customers at 22%. That's kind of funny. Most of the customers on FTX were in the Cayman Islands. Yeah, I'm sure they were. Followed by the Virgin Islands, and then China, mainland China, representing the third largest share at 8%. Same value as Great Britain, it looks like. So, You know, 8%. That's a lot. That's not that much. What is crazier to me is the Cayman Island is 22% of customers. That's the largest. All the customers on FTX just happen to be from the Cayman Islands. I get the hint. You start your business in the Cayman Islands. I get the hint. DeKenza's is not supposed to be here. Why
Hey, you
is
said in
DeKenza's here?
Discord
You
you're
you
busy
said you were
prepping
busy
stuff
cooking.
for Thanksgiving tomorrow.
Yeah, you must like. Do you have a giant Thanksgiving, DeKenza? Because it's one of those ones, and you hosted at your house, and it's one of those like I have to cook for 2 or 3 days type things. Because that's how I feel. Your house probably smells very good, and unless you're weird and your house smells disturbing.
Must smell really good.
Golden tickets. I'm not going to explain the golden ticket right now, DeKenza. But the only thing you need to know personally, DeKenza, is that you don't have one. That's all that matters to you. You don't have one. So why are you even worried about what holders of golden tickets will get if you don't have one? Doesn't
Exactly. What is it? If you
wouldn't worry
don't
about
have
it.
one, you just shouldn't care. You know, you're not gonna make it, but you know, you just shouldn't worry. That's why you shouldn't worry about it. Just don't worry about it.
worry about it. Exactly. Just don't worry about it, man. So really, I mean, I guess from this chart, we're just seeing that the people in the Cayman Islands must really be hurting because all their money's locked up on FTX. All those people in the Cayman Islands. What is the population of the Cayman Islands? Like 5, 6, something like that. I heard in start of show that this would be a different kind of calm show for a change. What was that about? Well, because it's the day before Thanksgiving, so there's just I don't know, and I don't think there's as much going on. Kenzo, why do you have to ask them so many questions? You're so inquisitive. You're such an inquisitive fella. Cathie Wood still sees Bitcoin hitting $1 million by 2030.
Saw that.
As the current crisis will have the token coming out of this smelling like a rose, baby. So Bitcoin's gonna smell real good by the end of this dump. It sounds like. She believes that the blockchain will give the underlying technology will give Bitcoin staying power. So sometimes you need a battle test. You have to go through crises to see the survivors. And she thinks it'll come out of this smelling like a rose. So somebody, Crypto King, I saw comment on this and said, glad she can do math. Next cycle, 2024 breaks 200,000 is what he's saying. Bear market drops it to 50K by 2026. Bull 600,000 by 2028. Bear 120,000 by 2030. Bull $1 million by 2031, 2032. I don't know, man. That math is hard for me to swallow. That's hard to swallow. Math there. That scenarios definitely hard.
Yeah,
hard one for me to get to mentally, but you know,
$1 million.
Raul Pal, dude, that
Bitcoin will
Raul
be
Pal guy. He was shilling Solana like the week before FTX crash and stuff. Oh boy.
Jeez.
He's in the Caymans, though. Okay, yeah, he's one of the couple rich people down there.
Yeah.
Exactly. That is the kicker, huh?
Bitcoin will be $1 million, but that's not gonna. $1 million isn't gonna be the same.
That is hilarious.
That's funny.
That's a good one. Okay, to Kansas. See, to Kansas. You're crazy. You're crazy, buddy. You're crazy. We had $1 billion inflow into Litecoin in just a day.
No, man. I don't know what the hell is happening over there.
Well, here's a couple, at least speculative reasons the Crypto Potato posted. Litecoin decoupled is currently showing signs of more gains ahead of its halving event. So I guess the digital silver, everybody calls it digital silver. I remember that was the old thing, right? People used to call it that when it first came out. everybody would say Bitcoin's
It
like
was number
gold,
2, man.
Litecoin
It
is
was
like
number
silver.
2.
Do you remember that? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So they're back
Yeah, I
to
was buying
saying the
Litecoin
digital
and
silver is
Yeah.
is coming back. So market cap just over 5.64 billion.
It gives me flashbacks like crazy to like
Yeah, definitely.
2013, 14. I
Yeah,
think.
exactly. Yeah. I know. Yeah, exactly. Bone tear me. I'm surprised as well.
I know, dude.
Surprised as well.
It's fun. I mean, it's kind of it's crazy. I don't know. I've been watching it pump here actually for the last few days, and I just don't know why or how. You know, I used to look at Litecoin and if I saw that one outperforming most of the other tokens, that meant to me that I should be looking out for shorts for everything, because it just seemed like that was the red flag that everything's about to dump. And maybe it still is, right? Maybe it's like, hey, yeah, we see Litecoin pumping right now. I mean, it's all about to pump or dump right now. So it'll be, I don't know. We'll see. I just not used to it pumping this much for so long. It is pretty nuts, because right now it's at what 11% up from daily open.
Mm-hmm.
That's just ridiculous. So then yesterday it had I think another what was this? Yeah, another like 10%. So it's just ridiculous.
It sounds too like there's a lot of these accounts, these addresses that hold 1,000 to 100,000 Litecoins that have been accumulating, I guess, a bunch recently too. So I don't know if there's like some insider knowledge about what's going on at Litecoin. I don't know, but the whales over in Litecoin seem to be accumulating. I don't know who would be doing that. Or is it the miners? I don't know.
It's all decentralized, right? It's just like Bitcoin.
Yeah, I mean, and you can use it for payments. I mean, I have bought, I
Yeah.
buy all my drugs online. using
Yeah,
Litecoin.
I mean, you totally can.
So, yeah, I mean, it's like a more useful Bitcoin. I mean, I remember that was kind of the original
That was
thing.
the thing. It was it was faster than Bitcoin. And,
Yeah, that was the thing. There's also going to be a halving coming up as well. So, it looks like, let's see, 8 months. I mean, there's still 8 months until the halving. So, but that's when Litecoin will slash the pace of supply extension by 50%. Looks like it'll maybe be August 2023. So, yeah, got a little while to that. I don't know. I think this is just reaching. People are just trying to figure out what the hell is going on. And that was like, that barely really explained anything. But we got the governor of New York signing the law banning proof of work crypto mining in New York. I remember we covered this a couple times as this was proposed, and here we are. We have signed the law into the bill into law, and it just sounds like there will be no new proof of work crypto miners. So I think the existing ones can maybe continue to operate. 2-year ban on new permits being issued or existing permits being renewed as well. So I don't know how often you have to renew
fact
those.
you got to get a permit for that shit's
Just,
stupid.
I know, it's just wild. I know,
Ridiculous,
it's totally
dude.
so Litecoin, but Litecoin's still surging. That's not going to stop Litecoin miners. There must not be a lot of Litecoin miners in New York. Also, we got the New York Attorney General pushing for prohibition of crypto purchases via retirement funds. So they're also trying to stop the retirement funds from investing in crypto as well. New York doesn't like to have fun. That's all I got to say. They don't like to have fun. They're Debbie Downers over there. And we got the Fed meeting minutes coming out today. I think that'll have maybe some effect, but I don't think it's going to be drastic effect on the market. I think there'll be maybe a blip.
It'll
there,
be
but
interesting because it could be that could be the reason what market makers use to start turning this pump around. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's going to be interesting because I think I don't know. The overall the market has been doing good since the rumor of, hey, the Fed might be easing on the inflation, but at the same time you're hearing the rumor that it's not, and so if they come out saying that they're just going to continue hammering it hard, then I could see us potentially, number going down. But if it looks like they're gonna maybe start easing off the increases, then hey, it's gonna pump,
Definitely. Let's look at the charts. You want to share your screen there, Mr. TP?
Yeah. So I'm gonna start with
Toilet paper or take profits. We'll never know.
So I'm going to start here with the S&P 500, all right, because we are looking at, this trend, all right? When we have challenged this trend level in the past, we've been getting rejected, all right, and then getting lower lows. All right, and here we are. Let's zoom in. Right? I was saying, what was that? A few days ago, last week kind of deal. So this is Tuesday. Yeah, basically, we're really close to challenging it. We still haven't busted through this high. And so maybe, today is where we can get up there. That's almost just a percent point. Get up there, challenge this trend level, and then we can really start seeing a reversal. Because, it could be, I could totally see something like that happening, right? So that's just the trend. The trend is your friend until the end, and currently that's it. So when the market gets up to that level, I would be looking to short, and here the dollar is dumping. That's interesting. So on the 4-hour, we had the dollar challenge the 50 moving average and get rejected. Now, it'll be interesting if it holds these levels of support and if we start coming up, because I was thinking, my hypothesis was that number for the dollar was going to come up and challenge the trend, all right? Come up and challenge the trend, and, I was expecting it to get rejected. I thought once we cleared this level of resistance, we were going to make it up there, and we just haven't. Maybe we still do, and maybe we don't, Maybe we don't, and the dollar still just continues, downward from here. But I'm not betting on that until it starts breaking this level, this level of support that it's at, because maybe the meeting today says interest rates are still going to be going up pretty aggressively. Then we see, dollar just starts to skyrocket and everything else just starts to tank.
Right.
So that's what I would be looking out for. The total crypto market cap, I'm really keeping an eye on too, because I want to see some bullish patterns. And right now, I just see it challenging 50 moving average, and on the daily, not even close to the 50 moving average. I would like to see a nice aggressive movement up towards it.
Yeah, that would be ideal.
And that there's confluence there, right? I could maybe it comes up and challenges the trend level and the 50 moving average, and then gets knocked back down. But
yeah, it's pretty extended.
So there's signs of we could see a decent little pump here, right? We have the dollar still wanting or looking like it's dumping right now, and not going to be able to challenge these key levels. We have the S&P 500 approaching this level, so the trend level that we expected to then potentially get rejected from. So I'm, it's maybe it is. Maybe the Litecoin sign is like, yep, we're about to dump. But I mean, damn, look at this Litecoin. So this is back in May. This is our June lows, right? We always talk about our June lows and whether or not what token is holding above them and what's not. And I, not gonna lie, totally forgot Litecoin even existed. Shame on me. I haven't had it up here since, but until like last week,
Wow,
really.
sad.
Last week I
you
haven't,
existed.
that's when I put it back up here. Yeah,
Wow, you counted Litecoin out, huh?
I just kind of forgot about it, dude. It just is
That's pretty
nothing. I mean, it usually doesn't move too much, but if you see here, I'm wrong. June lows. I mean, it's held. I mean, it's on a decent trend right now. I mean, it's looking not too bad. I mean, look at that 50 moving average aggressively coming up towards the 200, and what you would like to see is the 50 moving average come up across the 200, and that would be very bullish. It's just yeah, man, it up currently 11%. I don't know if people are just looking at Litecoin, and you said it's mostly just like those giant wallets that are just accumulating.
Well, I don't know. You know, it just said that there were wallets, large holders accumulating. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, not Yoda bought some ICP. Yeah, I know. I've been hearing some good things about ICP for sure. For sure. I hear
The insane clown posse?
the bullish whispers for ICP. I know. They were
but
one
yeah,
of
I
the ones
mean,
that got crushed by FTX.
Yeah, I mean, this was the big. This is right. Today is a huge bullish sign for Litecoin. Only we crossed this huge level of resistance. We're now exiting this range, which is huge. And so if this candle can close up here and tomorrow, I mean, we'll see what happens tomorrow. But my levels currently looking would be like somewhere up here. Maybe here too. You take profits here too. So this zone is where I would be seeing Litecoin get into before we maybe see some movement back downward. Let's see in 4 hour. Yeah, I would say it's pretty good. Yeah, this zone is where I would see. Yeah, because I mean it's challenged this level on the 4 hour several times. This is a very strong level. So I would look at Bitcoin, and there's like, you notice there's not a lot like right now. It's probably, this is a bit of a range right here that that's where the price is now. But there's not really too much.
Yeah.
There's not really too much in between. So
resistance there.
yeah, so I could see, you know what? Let's bust out our handy dandy.
Bust it.
Our handy
Bust it.
dandy.
Let's do it. Bust it.
All right, so dang, dude, this
Yeah.
Bybit hasn't. So this
It's
is
in the low lows.
this will be all right. This isn't going to be the best just
Yeah.
because we don't have that much of a
Much
clear
data.
history here. Whoop, that's not what I want.
Yeah, it'll probably just show that it's that it's right. That it's right where it is probably.
Yeah. So the point of control. I mean,
Pretty much
that
right
is
where it
pretty
is, yeah.
decent looking. But let's go from our high to today. It's very similar. And let's zoom in and do something that is a bit more local, like this range here. All right, so Litecoin, you have 3 point of controls here. This is obviously the biggest area of price action for Litecoin. And that's down at like what, $52 to $54.
Yeah.
And these giant green vector candles that are forming.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm destroying the hopium, right? Because now I'm going to tell
I
you,
think it
look,
should be destroyed.
this giant pump. I mean, sure, maybe
There's
come
not a
up
lot
to
of
this level,
explanation for it, too.
but it could totally be coming back down to the point of controls here, very quickly, just as fast, if not faster, than as it's pumping now.
Price that goes up must come down.
Because those
at some
green
point.
vector candles, those are the market makers going short, man.
Nice stuff.
Yeah, so it's I'm not not really feeling it. Not really feeling it.
Yeah,
But it's
insider pumping down potentially. Yeah,
yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking is like maybe this is just some market makers really
just getting people all excited. All of a sudden, people are talking about Litecoin again, and so there's a bunch of people probably
Yep.
FOMOing in right now.
Yeah.
And then nice trap right there potentially.
Because if we now I'm gonna get rid of these volume ranges here, and let's pay attention to like some vector candle zones, and yeah, I mean we've had like just here, right here is a huge vector candle zone. Up here, vector candle zone. We've come up and cleared a lot of this, and so these are the vector candle zones are places where you'd expect price to return, because this is where a lot of market makers, they took longs here, and so they're gonna want to get at some point price will return to these levels, and so I'm we can get up here. So I wouldn't be surprised if that, it's just a play to claim those levels and then smack it back down as they're taking shorts here, right? They're accumulating shorts, then they're just going to smack it right back down as they just suckered everyone into buying a shit ton of Litecoin right now.
Yep. Wouldn't doubt that.
Yeah. So, and again, like we're close to levels on the dollar, right? The dollar is down at support. The S&P 500 is at trend level resistance. Things are lining up for a dump, right? These are levels that I look for shorts. I don't sit there and long resistance. I don't short support, right? Grandpappy tells you don't.
Here we go with the
buy-
grandpappy shit.
Buy low. Yeah, that's because I don't give financial advice, but your grandpappy might.
Grandpappy does.
And he always says, buy low, sell high. And
Man,
right now,
you're a sneaky
if
one.
you're buying, you're not buying low. So, well, it depends on your time frame, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
Depends on your time frame. You could sit there and be like, well, yeah, I'm gonna buy some Litecoin and hold it for 2 years, 5 years, and see where it's at, kind of thing. But you could do that with any fucking shitcoin at any time. So,
Not Yoda asked how much of our crypto analysis is broken now that Alameda and Liquid are gone. Are we in a situation where we regroup? I think what we've maybe seen for the past couple months could be actually that, like where, the market was super inflated and potentially some of that was FTX is doing potentially. And also, there's all these murmurs that FTX had something to do with the collapse of Luna and maybe even Three Arrows Capital and Celsius. So there's, who knows how much of the past year's FUD has, if it would have been as volatile or not. The market overall also has struggled, but I think that because market conditions haven't been good too. But I think that there's, crypto has been very volatile, and there are bear and bull cycles too. So part of this could be just part of a natural cycle. The market cycle, but there's a lot of factors at play. I'm sure FTX had something to do with
since the FTX thing, there is less market maker
they were a
movement, right? Because they got hurt a lot, and
other market makers with money on FTX. That's
right. So
all kinds
so
of
the
stuff,
markets, the volume is just absolutely just awful. So that's kind of the biggest thing. Is to me is I would have noticed is just the volume has dropped significantly.
And Dolph, yeah, I mean, we could still see Genesis Trading going bankrupt, and that could also have a little bit of damage on the market as far as price. Who knows what that would be.
We keep
but
learning more and more. I mean, every day it just seems like maybe there's just another market maker that's essentially just going bankrupt.
Stuck.
So what the newest one was
see.
Genesis, right?
Yeah,
That
Genesis
happened
Trading is
a few days. So
it's
I think we're still just gonna kind of keep hearing things, for maybe another week or so.
Yep, exactly.
Until things start to really kind of be like,
Dust
okay,
is settled.
yeah, that these are all the. I don't know if it's gonna take another
yeah.
big one though. But
regulators, regulators, and all the talk. I mean, it's been the mainstream narrative now is FUD on crypto altogether because of FTX. So we'll see. It's gonna be an interesting couple of months, that's for sure. Just the next 2-3 months will be very interesting.
Anyone
to
know
see how
what
it
happened
shakes
over
out.
at Binance on why it's pumping? BNB,
Let me
right?
go see if CZ tweeted something.
We were
bullish.
talking about this on Monday, how it was challenging support. There could be good levels to buy, and here we are today, right? It just slammed support and skyrocketed off of it, and it's up 10% today.
Let's see. Mario Fall said he's a savage. I know there's been Binance ads on the football, the soccer.
The football.
Football.
Everything's about the football. But yeah, so anyways, I don't know. It's pumping. It's up 10%. ETH, Bitcoin. I see a lot of people are very bullish and whatnot, but I'm still like, daily does on the Kimono wave. We could be getting a buy signal here, and it would technically. I see a divergence here. Right, we've had price go down to lower lows, but momentum could be picking up. If we get a buy signal here on a daily, that could be pretty good for Bitcoin, or I'm sorry, Ethereum here. That's on the daily, all right? So keep that in mind. Whereas Bitcoin, Bitcoin, we got one last night. I didn't notice that one yesterday. Bitcoin, we got a buy signal here. And you know what? We got, that's a small divergence, but it's a divergence nonetheless. It's a bullish divergence.
It's a mini divergence. We'll call those mini
yeah,
divergences.
that's a mini divergence.
Who knows how much
Interesting.
power there is in that.
Interesting.
But
yeah,
that is
you know,
interesting.
so it's there are some bullish signs. There's some bullish signs. There are. It's
Over
gonna
here,
be. It's just the volume is so low right now. It's like I just don't know.
I think it's the holidays too. That's the holidays. Has a low volume. But CZ had, I guess, as yesterday there was a little bit of FUD because CZ had tweeted and he had said something about Coinbase not having all the Bitcoin, and then he actually deleted that, and he said, Brian Armstrong told me the numbers in the articles are wrong. I deleted the previous tweet. Let's work together to improve transparency. And then all he said really since then is visited 2 new countries in the last 3 days. Adoption has not stopped. Some, including me, said that this will set the industry back a few years, but thinking about it, this is natural. There will be failures with progress happened in TradFi in 2008. After 70 years of development, industry will recover and become stronger. So, I don't know. Bullish! Bullish!
So
to moon.
anyways, maybe they're pumping their own bags or something. I don't know what's going on with Binance, but it's doing well right now. That it's funny because didn't Coinbase and Ben Armstrong there? He said they have like 2,000 Or
Oh, dude, it was
2
so
million?
many.
It
It was
was
so
a
many.
lot.
Right? Yeah.
There's a lot of
right.
Bitcoin.
I retweeted that because it blew
a
my
lot
mind.
more than the 600 whatever they thought that they were.
Yeah, it blew my mind. So if they do have as much as they claim, then good on them. Yeah, 2 million Bitcoin is what Brian Armstrong's saying here. So, yeah, I would say, that makes me feel better about Coinbase if that's the case. I always have to say if now. I'm so scared to talk about anything related to the reserves of these exchanges and stuff because it's just like we've been lied to now and right to our faces by FTX. So like ultimate trust just broken with all these people now. But I would say, if that's the case over at Coinbase, that was, I thought, really good news. I mean, 2 million Bitcoin. That's significant. Also, we cannot have Coinbase go down. If they hold that much Bitcoin, we do not want that to be dumped. Yeah, exactly, Dolph. It's hard. It's hard. We've been lied to. Our trust is broken. Okay. Anything else you want to show us here? Have we looked at some of the other coins? Let's
Bitcoin. No, we're good. I mean, it's hard because it's low volume.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be Chud tomorrow. We'll see how it all works.
Bull run begins tomorrow.
Well, it's Thanksgiving, so it's gonna probably be slow.
Yeah, it'll probably be slow.
Why is Dogecoin trending on Twitter?
Why isn't it? The trending on Twitter is nutty these days. They definitely have completely revamped the way trending works.
Yeah, I created a new
crazy.
Yeah, it's funny. I wonder.
It moves quick. I feel like now too. Matic. Bon Termi wants to see Matic.
Yeah, Matic. I've heard some good. Oh well, no, it's
Dolph.
down right now.
Thank you, Dolph. Thanks for keeping us on it.
Yeah. So, I don't know, man. This is interesting. Matic. So we have a couple conflicting shit. See, this is what happens when you have low ass
look
volume.
at that crazy pumpage.
You have price came down below the 50 moving average and 200. 50 did not cross the 200. It's still below. You'd imagine price would come up and challenge the 50 moving average and then come right back down. We are getting a oversold signal here on the Kimono wave. And that is just, I'm not sure if that's going to print, right? Right now, to me, it says I'm doubtful that would print. But we'll see. On the 4 hour, let's go to 4 hour and see what's going on here.
It really had such
4
a
hour,
blast.
4 hour
and came
shows
back
this
down.
pump dying, okay? We've already challenged the 50 moving average. Check. The green wave's covering in. Check. VWAP trending down. Check. Still big red money flow wave that's tapper. That could be coming back down. So we could be seeing a dump here. The daily, this is what I'm saying about conflicting zone. When you have low volume like this, it's like you're going to have 4 hours saying, things could be slowing
Hard to
down.
know
While the
for the
daily's
next
like, we could be
24
printing a candle. But you have 8 hours for that candle to print. So just wait for that one. But that's, it's
overall, we're still very. I'm still pretty bullish on Matic overall, though, as a chain.
I mean, yeah, they have, but yeah, I mean, right now
one of the
we're
ones I have
dumping
more
on a
faith in.
1 hour bearish divergence, right? We had a higher highs, but momentum here in the kimono. This one right here on the 1 hour was your short signal, right? Good thing for the 1 hour right now. It is right. It couldn't get above the 200 moving average here. Oh, this is interesting. Yeah, on the 1 hour. See, 1 hour is fun to watch because it's a trend setter. You could really see, if you look and notice, okay, yeah, we had price come up above the 50 moving average, and right now it's challenging it. And so if we get a rejection off of this 50 moving average and we get higher highs, then we're really getting a 50 moving average above the 200. And then you could see here on like the 4-hour us coming up above this region, getting that 50 moving average back up to 200. So, it looks like this doesn't look too bad, right? And actually, we could see this turning around here. And actually, maybe we do get this printed. And on the 4-hour here, this wave, what can happen, right? It's curving now, but it could totally just continue on, right? We could get the dot, we might not get a red dot, might not get one, but we'll see. You got to just be patient. I'm being patient.
And be patient. Yeah.
Being patient. But I mean, this
part of the game,
right? It challenges the 50 moving average. If we get a red dot, I would probably short it. On the 1 hour, we're still, we had that divergence plus, we could have this wave extend for quite some time. So, maybe we get price coming crashing down, and challenging last week's low. Right? Let's look at the weekly. Yeah, I mean, we're really just playing this range.
Dolph said that Bone Tear Me's lucky that you're in a good mood today and that you didn't FUD Matic all the way to 0.
I mean, I could see Matic coming on this
Here
weekly.
we go.
No, I think this is it. I mean, this doesn't look too good on the weekly here, only because we're just kind of stuck in this little range, right? Now we haven't really challenged the top of the range, which I would say here it is at 0.88 cents or so. And so what is that? That's like what, a 4? Yeah, that I could see that. It's a 5% from here. I mean, maybe we get up there by the end of the week, and then maybe we get rejected. It's just that right now on the kimono, to me, I see dumpage. So this could have been it. And now, let's go challenge last week's low back down here, because it looks like since the week started, right? Pretty much since the week started, we just had number go up with this candle here, and so I could totally see us coming back down to this zone here.
Okay. All right.
Just play the range, man. Just play the range. It's just ranging.
Play the range.
Especially, because when you step back to the weekly, it's just stuck in this. I mean, we had this giant pump, right? With probably this was like when was it Disney or whatever, who's ever partnering with them. They have a whole bunch of partnerships going on, right? And so you get a lot of volatility on that news. Sorry, everyone. I need more coffee. I'm already out. There's no intermission, so I just powering through.
Yeah, we have no intermission today, guys. Sorry, we'll have a new one Friday.
And I mean, we got a nice pump, but it just slammed right back down into this range. So it's really just like, buy, sell, short, sell. You know what I mean? It's just kind of, you play the range here on the weekly because it's the trend. The trend is your friend until the end. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. And whether or not, I mean, right now I would say, you have on the weekly, I didn't notice this. Matic on the weekly, right? We've had higher prices, but that momentum, baby, that's telling me to short this shit on the larger scale.
Too early to rename him Mr. Sunshine, Dolph. I think we let's take that back.
You were gonna
Let's take that back.
No, sorry guys. I see a bearish divergence on the weekly. And hey, still plenty of time to short this mofo because you got, on the kimono wave, it said it would have told you on Sunday short, and if you shorted here, you'd be down. But yeah, you're definitely still pretty good chances of coming down. So I would.
Thanks. Yeah. Thanks.
Yep. Sorry, everyone. But
Okay.
numbers gonna likely come down.
Okay. Well,
It's just there's a lot of things that everything's at resistance, and the things that you don't want to be at support to support. It is what it is. You're at levels where you're looking for shorts right now.
Right. Okay. Well, Mr. TP, Mr. Toilet Paper, has spoken, and let's go look at some. Let's take a look at the NFT charts. That's my new thing, Mr. TP, Mr. Toilet Paper. I don't know why I haven't thought about that until now. It's kind of mind-boggling to me. Mind-boggling. Okay, so I'm over on gem.xyz, and we got Valhalla at the top here with 2003
Hot dog.
ETH. So they raised 2003 ETH. What was the price of ETH just now? 1,000.
Yeah, it's 1150
Okay,
ish, 1160.
Okay, so they raised 2.3 million. Well, actually, that's volume, so that's a little. It's not quite that much, but I know they were trying to raise 6. They haven't minted out yet. They're at 7,771. Looks like maybe my numbers. Oh no, actually, they're at 7,878. So they're still minting. I think that this is minting a lot slower than they were definitely hoping for or expecting, but I think the FUD was enough
I was about to say, what do they expect? They're a rug, bro. Like, fuck. Like, to sit there and make everything private and locked down, and they're like, how could we not be minting out? Like, you fucking idiots. You're a goddamn rug. Get out of here.
Yeah, I mean, people have definitely, I think, a little less tolerance for suspected rugs at this point. You know, Josh in the Discord had said, like, people just want to be able to flip an NFT. They don't really care if it's a rug or not. And there's definitely some truth to that, for sure. But, you know, this one, I think, was like one of those ones where people were getting a little nervous about whether they'd really be able to flip it well. And, you know, we're at, you know, these minted for 0.5, floors around 0.7, so it really isn't much of a flip at this point. It's a little bit of one, but we still have yet to see if this project is going to deliver on just minting out and then holding a good price, and then, you know, this is going to be a streaming platform. I'm so stoked to go stream on Valhalla when they launch their streaming platform. Which they will do, of course, right? Right, Take Profits? They're going to launch that streaming platform, right?
Of course they will.
Yes, of course. So that's the Valhalla news. We've got Invisible Friends. This is minting today at 0.07. Not a bad mint price at all. But, you know, I personally, just me personally, this is not financial advice, I would go mint a GM bot and support the show before I went and minted one of these Invisible Friends. Because can you burn your Invisible Friend and get a spot as an advertiser on the best
can you sponsor
crypto
the show?
Best
Nope.
in the world? Of course.
Nope.
In the world.
You can try, but it won't work.
Won't get you anything when you burn your NFT. That's what also I love about our NFT. It's deflationary. And, you know, I called Dikenza a liar yesterday on stream, and I need to retract that statement. He was not lying. He did burn his 2 GM bots already, so we've got him slated for some ad spots here, and so we're very grateful to Dikenza for that. And yeah, it just goes to show we've already got some deflationating going on. So already 2 taken out of the pool. Deflationating. Yes, that's my new word. Yesterday there was a beanie punk that sold for 285 ETH, about $322,000. Seller accepted the offer within 90 minutes of it being cemented. Yeah, I would accept the offer within 30 seconds of it being submitted. But congratulations to the buyer and the seller. That is an iconic punk for sure. Very, very, very nice. That's all we got today. It's a nice short show. Alien Friends is gonna be dropping merch on Friday. If any of you guys have that,
Bro.
We're gonna be dropping merch on Friday though
It's
too.
still
and
like
it's
an
gonna be
hour-long show, and you're like, it's a short show.
Well, it is. I mean, we rarely
I
do
guess
less than an
since
hour.
lately we've been going on for like an hour and a half.
Hour and a half. Yeah. So it is kind of a
Which
short
is
show.
fine. You know, I gotta go spend time with the family. And
Yeah, it's the
stuff.
holidays. It's the holiday, guys. That's what I was saying. It's gonna be a nice and easy show today.
Go touch grass.
Go touch grass.
I'm
everybody.
I gotta
Make
go
some
build
turkey.
this damn Lego desk, dude.
Yeah,
So you know, yesterday I was
go
saying
build
building
Legos.
that Lego desk.
Yeah,
It's
bad
I,
idea.
I'm doing it, but damn, it's taking a lot longer than I expected.
Yeah, well, that's how Lego projects are.
A lot of Legos.
Yeah, that's how Lego projects are. And Dolph, yes, we will be back Friday, same
Yeah.
time, same place, and we've got a cool new outro.
I don't know
today.
why we're not. Everyone else and their mom's off on Friday, but we're like, we're gonna still do a show. So
I
we'll
don't
still.
know. Hey, everybody at Walmart's got to work. Everyone in retail is all, retail. It's the one day of the year you will not get off if you're a retail employee. There's just no getting out of Black Friday when you work retail.
We're not retail employees.
No, well, yeah, I know that. But,
Soon we will be.
Yeah, but
mean,
we're disc
I'll soon-
jockeys. So
Is that what we are?
we're talk
DJs?
jockeys. No, we're talk jockeys.
TJs?
Shock jocks. That's what we are. We're really just
SJs?
We're crypto shock jocks, and no rest for the shock jocks. The people
All
need their
right.
entertainment as they shop on Amazon and do all their gift shopping on Friday. They want to loll at us. So we'll be back Friday, everybody. Thanks for joining us. As always, please like and subscribe on your way out. It really helps the show, and we really appreciate the support. Check out the GM bots, and love you guys, and we'll see you on Friday. GM.
Have a good Thanksgiving.
Thanks to our burn sponsors.